This self-described parking fine princess is in a cycle of saving up just to spend it all. She says it's time for accountability, so we've brought in an expert to help. Welcome to Get Started Investing, a podcast where we help you make the most of your money. My name is Bryce, and as always, I'm joined by my equity buddy, Ren. How are you going?
I'm very good, Bryce. Very excited for this episode. We are back with Boost My Budget. For people who didn't hear the first episode, in this series, we unpack real community members' budgets live on air with expert help. We show them how they can track their money better, how they can save more, and how they can stress less.
Great format. Cannot wait to get stuck in. And a huge thank you goes. It's a great format. Give ourselves a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love it. Hopefully you do too.
Get Started Investing is a great show.
Yeah, great show. You know who else loves it? Pocket Smith love it. So much so that they've decided to sponsor today's episode and all of the episodes for Boost My Budget. And if you haven't heard of Pocket Smith before, well, they are an online finance tool that helps you track your income, all of your spending, and plan ahead.
It connects to all of your bank accounts and automatically categorizes your transactions so you can actually see where your money is going each month.
Pocket Smith are supporting all of the community members that come on the show throughout the series of Boost My Budget by giving them 12 months access to their platform so that they can actually implement all the advice that they get here today and hopefully get ahead with their budget.
And if you want to try Pocket Smith and get ahead with your budget without revealing it to the world on this show, well, luckily Pocket Smith have a deal for you. They are offering 50% off the first 2 months of their Pocket Smith Foundation plan when you head to pocketsmith.com/equitymates.
Alrighty, well, we have Lexi back again and a new community member, Chloe. So let's get stuck in. Well, Lexi, welcome back to Get Started Investing.
Thank you again for having me.
And Chloe, we have here with us today. Chloe, you've submitted your budget under the microscope. Welcome.
Hi.
So, Lexi, for those that have just joined us for the very first time, a little bit, can you introduce a little bit about yourself? Please?
Yes. Former financial advisor turned financial coach, helping everyday Australians with their money and achieve their goals.
Love it. Well, if you would like to speak to Lexi, you can head to equitymates.com/advice and there'll be a form to fill in and we'll put you in contact if you feel like you need some help with your cash flow and budgeting. Now, Chloe, we are going to get to the point where you introduce yourself, but it's always fun to do it through the lens of your transactions.
Fun for us.
Fun for us, yeah. It'll be fun for us. So you've sent through all of your transactions to Lexi. Lexi, you've put it under the microscope. What can you tell us about Chloe?
I think that Chloe is in her early 20s and lives at home. The reason why I say that is I can't see any rent, no bills, no phone bill, internet, electricity, rates, water, insurance, living the good life.
Nice.
She has an addiction to Temu.
Oh, no.
She's on a health kick because there's very minimal eating out. She's just started a business and has hit the ground running, and she's easily influenced by marketing.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Easily influenced by marketing. Do you want to unpack that now? Or
No, we'll
later?
get into it.
Okay. So, Chloe, how accurate is that?
I can't say that she's wrong, but in my defense, the Temu has a lot to do with my business.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if you got rid of majority of that, it would just, it wouldn't be heaps.
Well, take us through, perhaps introduce yourself then without, I guess, the lens of the transaction.
Okay, well, I am living at home. I'm 21, so I don't have any rent or any of that, so I'm very grateful. I am a business owner and I just started my second business, so I basically have done a lot of investing in that through all of the income through my first business.
Awesome. What are your businesses?
Well, the first initial business I founded last year in February is a cleaning company. And then I've just started more of like a e-commerce / retail. It's like these DIY phone case kits That's the concept.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And is that what you're hitting up Temu for?
That is
Okay.
lots of charms, lots of like different cloud cream things and cases and all of that. They all come from China.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
And when you think about, I guess, your financial goals and your spending, how would you characterize that at the moment?
The marketing, falling for the marketing and just like certain addictions to things is definitely valid. I definitely spend way more than I should. And I'm aware of that, but also the luxury of living at home. I don't have enough responsibility. So now I'm trying to hold myself accountable, which is why I'm here today.
Yeah.
So the goal is just to spend less, save more, so I can actually work towards long-term goals like traveling and stuff like that.
And do you have anything specifically in line with that, traveling, investing, buying a house, that you're actually working towards now? Or is it just generally you're wanting to just put more away?
So in January, I'm planning on going to Miami. And then I also want to do like a couple other trips, like maybe New Zealand and Hawaii as well. And then eventually like a house, of course, but I'm pretty young, so I don't know.
You got
Yes,
time.
you got time.
Yeah.
Focus on the business.
Well,
It's funny that you say you've got time because my 5-year-old is saving for a house.
What?
Good for them.
you've been in their ear,
Yeah,
Lexi.
what the?
That's the only way you can afford a house these days, if you start saving when you're
Seriously.
5. So I guess let's get into some of your spending and we'll keep a lens on, are you going to be able to hit those travel goals? How can we free up more money so you can live it up in Miami some more? But Lexi, where do you want to start with Chloe's spending?
I want to start with a question. When we log into your internet banking, what are we going to see your bank accounts labelled as? Is it like everyday account or what's the names that you've given your accounts?
So it's all about to switch because I've just opened a business account. And
Okay.
I'm just waiting for that to get accepted. But I have my expenses account, which all of my general expenses come out of like subscriptions, things like that. Then I have like a specifically like savings account for
and it
traveling.
says just savings
It
or?
says, well, it actually is the name of, it says Miami and Hawaii. So
Okay,
it's more
good.
real. And then I have tax and like the account that all the money comes into. So nothing stays in there. It all goes out through that account. And then, there's another one. I have 4. I don't even know what.
That's okay. You have already kind of answered what I was looking for, and that was to do with the name of the account. Sometimes that can be really, really motivating for people, and we find that the account is just account 410 rather than Hawaii, Miami. So it's a little bit harder to steal from Hawaii than it is to steal from just a bank account. So a big tick for you there so far, Chloe. How are you using the accounts? Because I noticed there didn't seem to be any patterns in relation to the transfers between accounts. It's just random amounts at random times.
Yeah, so that's what I want to work on. And those are the names for them. Doesn't necessarily mean I respect the names. So I want to have some more consistency and create patterns around that.
Yeah.
So how would you do it now? Like when you get paid or you make money from your business, it goes into the money in account. And
So
then
there's like percentages there's a number next to each label for each account, and that's how I want to break it up. So if I get something that comes in, I'll put in like 40. The goal is 40 to savings, like 20 to spendings, like 30 to expenses, and then like stuff for tax and things like that.
And that's
pretty
really,
good.
really
Yeah,
recent,
yeah.
isn't it? That's not something that you've been doing. It's like yesterday type thing.
Oh, was it? You knew So you've never
Not
actually
respecting
done
it.
that.
Like I'd do it for like a week and then I'd be like, oh no, big expense coming up. There goes all my savings. And then it's like this cyclical pattern that I need to break.
And so all your business expenses you're just paying for out of your personal accounts now as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
okay. Well, that makes it more difficult as
And
well.
is the
That's why I want to separate it.
Yeah.
is the business income lumpy or is it consistent month on month?
It's consistent. So like residual clients. So I know what I'm going to be getting.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's some like random ones when we have like a different kind of client, but it's mostly consistent.
Nice.
I did notice some payments to a debt collection business. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I'm on a payment plan for like multiple different fines. I know.
What
When
fines?
I used to live in Melbourne, I think it was to do with like public transport. And then I like didn't pay it because I was like, no big deal. And it turned out to be like $1,000 And then
Right.
I was like, I'm not paying that straight up. So I just like went on a payment plan for it. Probably not the best idea, but anyway. And then I got another fine. I'm a bit of a fine princess. So, and then, another one in Sydney. And then we're on another payment plan for that. So that's more of like.
There's some low hanging fruit there, Lexi. Yeah.
And the fines are something that we don't want to spend money on. I actually notice that a lot for my clients that do live in Sydney. A lot of parking fines. You know, it's not really something that I see in a lot of other states as much of. What will stop you from getting fines, do you think?
Well, I actually recently lost my license and I just did the traffic offenders course. So I don't think I'm going to be losing it anytime soon. And I think I'm going to be maybe good behavior. I'm not sure.
Oh, wait, you got your license back?
Well, I'm in like the mid period.
I was going to say, didn't you drive here today?
I have to go back to court next month.
Can I just quickly ask Chloe one more question?
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
And I want you to picture yourself in 12 months. What would make future you proud?
At least $10,000 in my bank account consistently.
Good. I like it.
Nice.
So, Lex, if all of the sort of usual items aren't in Chloe's budget because
What
she's
is?
living at home, what are the big categories that you're seeing?
Chloe had gone through her transactions before she sent them, and I went through them to confirm, and she was right. She did it correctly. So, you're capable of doing this. She did have 3 columns: planned income and expenses and actual income and expenses, and the difference. And so that's what we're going to talk through today. So she planned for $2,400 of business income with expenses of $1,800, saving $600 for the month. The really awesome news is that she earned more. She earned $3,100, but she spent it all. So the main categories that you had identified that you went over budget, because you picked budgets for each category and you came up with your own categories. They were shopping, including online and I'm using your words here, retail therapy, and girl therapy, including supplements and products.
Well, girl therapy is really important for me. I get my nails done. I like to go to beauty appointments, getting a lash lift, certain like products. I love Korean skincare. That stuff is like stuff I won't sacrifice on. It actually helps my mental health. It's a girl therapy. I don't know how else to put it. So it actually was my birthday last month. So I spent a lot more than I usually would. So I feel like the last, like that month of reflection doesn't directly reflect me. Like a lot more money was spent than usual. But I definitely know that with my like psychological average of what I'm used to having in my bank account, if there's like a lot in there, I'm like, let's go shopping. And then it just disappears. So that's something I'd like to change as well.
Yeah. There were a couple of transactions that I wanted to check with you. Turtle transport, $260. It came up landscaping, but I think you have a pet, so I think it might actually be something to do with that maybe.
No, it was landscaping. We're doing
Nice.
like a bunch of stuff around the house right now. And
Right.
they were for pebbles. I bought a ton of pebbles. Yeah.
You did have me stumped.
That's been my project.
that's-
the last couple months.
Nice.
Once I lost my license, I was like, gotta do something.
So that's a bit like your contribution to the household in a sense.
Yeah, basically.
There was another monthly charge. I think it has been cancelled now. Poor Champ, Dover. I think it's pet training, like dog training.
Yeah, so I bought that and then I had it for a little bit and then I was like, I'm not using this. So I canceled the subscription and then for like 2 more months they kept charging me and I was like, $70 a month is absolutely insanity. So I had to like go through like the backline and called like 7 different people. Eventually got it cancelled, but yeah, no, that was not purposeful.
That's a really important point to make as well, that if anyone listening ever gets a subscription charge that, you know, maybe they just forgot to cancel it. A lot of those subscription companies, if you contact them and let them know the situation, they're actually pretty good at refunding. So if you're on top of it, you can normally get a refund.
Nice.
Your biggest recent expenses were one at Kmart, $320. Do you remember what that one was?
Ooh, definitely some stuff for my business, but that was like a post-birthday hurrah type of situation, I think.
Then there were 3 different Temu transactions. So those amounts were $260, $200, and $115. So it sounds like a portion of that will be business related. What percentage do you think was business and what is just like normal things?
Definitely more personal than I'd say business for that one specifically.
And then there were 2 more of your larger transactions over this period, over the last month or so. Foot Locker, $160. I'm assuming you needed a new pair of shoes.
Correct.
And some cacao as well for $100.
Yeah. So the cacao, I actually got it for so it would last me a year. And I just got it in the 1 kilo, which was why it was quite expensive. Usually I just get the smaller amount.
The reason why I bring those transactions up, because I added them up and they worked out to be about $1,150. There's something on your wish list for about that amount. Do you happen to know what I'm talking about? Your Osmo Pocket 3 that you're wanting? Yes. As part of what Chloe sent, she had these goals of the US trip and then this Osmo Pocket, but it said, percentage achieved, 0%. It's about priorities, isn't it? If you do want that thing that costs $1,100, you had the money there, you could have bought it, but it's about the everyday habits impact our financial future.
So valid.
Chloe, a lot of information there. Do you feel sane? Was it overwhelming?
No, but that's why I'm here. I need to be have a rude awakening so stuff changes.
Okay, all right. So you're not feeling too bad at this point.
No, not too bad. I feel like I knew what I was walking into today.
So, Lexi, was there anything that you thought we can commend Chloe on? Anything that you think looks great in the structuring or in the spending categories?
Well, I'd say in terms of income, you did better than expected. And that's what I really do want you to lean into. You're in a really great position at the moment in that you do have low expenses and you have the opportunity to really grow your business. And the not so good part is the lifestyle creep, I guess. If we can almost draw a line in the sand for you with the sudden extra income from this new business, now we've had our fun, a bit like when people win lotto and they spend up big initially and then kind of reality sets in. So now the reality is set in and now we're going to add some structure and do things a little bit better. So this is the turning point in my view.
Love that. Well, we are going to take a quick break, and on the other side, we're going to turn to what some of that structure can look like, Chloe, and hopefully put some practices in place to help you get on track. We'll be right back.
A massive thanks to Pocket Smith for supporting this episode and our whole Boost My Budget series.
If the cost of living has got you feeling tight, then don't worry. Pocket Smith can give you the confidence you need.
Pocket Smith connects all of your bank accounts and automatically categorizes your transactions so you can actually see where your money is going each month.
You can forecast your cash flow to ensure you're going to hit your goals. You can plan ahead and make sure you're going to save up for the house deposit and build that emergency fund.
It even gives you a full view of your net worth with tracking via ShareSite.
Love that feature. If you would like to manage your money like a pro, Pocket Smith have a deal for all Equity Mates community members. Get 50% off the first 2 months of Pocket Smith's foundation plan. Head to pocketsmith.com/equitymates. Welcome back to Get Started Investing. We are here with Lexi and Chloe. Chloe's put her budget under the microscope for Lexi to try and, boost the effectiveness of it. Chloe's trying to save for a trip to Miami, to Hawaii, as well as start her business. So Lexi, what are some of the key actionable takeaways that you think Chloe could put in place to really start hitting some of those goals?
The first one was going to be renaming your accounts, but you've already done that. The second one was going to be to actually pay yourself a weekly wage. So it sounds like this is starting to happen already because you've set up a new bank account for your business. All income will go there and you might work backwards and work out, okay, based on my planned expenses, I'm going to transfer X amount to myself as a bit of a wage and then live within that. Because at the moment, you are living within your means, but you're just spending it all. So it's about still having that box, but making that box a little bit smaller. So that will also help you leave some money in the business to actually invest back into the business. And it might eventually be advertising or marketing or professional services to help you really grow the business, because that's going to be your superpower, is increasing your income. So yes, we need to be mindful of expenses, but you're in that really unique position right now that you have lower expenses.
Lexi, how would you advise Chloe to try and hit the 10,000? So that's like $830 a month or whatever it is if she's looking at 12 months time. And
already started that process, haven't you? Breaking it down into bite-sized steps, exactly that. And I'm really impressed that you could do those numbers in your head.
I didn't do them in my head.
Yeah, and that might tie in with that paying yourself and working out, just directing that money straight away, and maybe not necessarily having it in an account that is labeled a certain thing, but going that next step and actually hiding it from internet banking. So that a lot of platforms on banking apps allow you to do that you can still access it in a sense, but it's hidden and you will hopefully kind of forget about it. You also asked about employees, and because, you're getting busier and you're starting to pay people and what that looks like. I wanted to check, are they actual employees or are they contractors that they invoice you for their time?
Well, it is an employee, but not like professionally with there is paperwork and stuff. So I guess, yeah, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go.
Yeah. So checking things like, have you got work cover, and are you paying super, and are you withholding money for tax for them? Like, there's all of these things that, you weren't born knowing all of this stuff, and you've got to get the information from somewhere. So maybe in your family, there's an accountant that you could ask a few questions to. Maybe it's time that you actually get a formal arrangement in place with an accountant, because these are really important things. I saw you've got the business insurance, which is awesome. So it's just working out all of those other things. And there's some really great government websites as well to help you work out exactly what you need.
It feels like separating the business income, having your business income and then giving yourself the wage or the salary could be a big unlock in having that distinction and knowing what you've got each month or each week or whatever it is.
100%. That's exactly what I'm doing.
So there's not just like a big slush fund of money
and
where you're just
there it is.
there's the money.
Yeah.
That's something that we see a lot of people get into a pickle with their first year of business, just not setting aside the tax and then getting a bit of a rude shock and then having to set aside tax for the current year and the last year, and then ultimately sometimes that business failing because of that. So we don't want that to be you. There's only so much we can reduce your expenses by, but there's no limit on what you can earn. So if you really pay yourself a wage and stick within that, but then focus all of your energy on how do I get this income up? That is your key to 10,000 in 12 months.
And maximizing living at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's a big superpower.
Yeah, I like to have a healthy lifestyle and only go out for special occasions.
Yeah. And so I wonder whether we can translate that desire of healthy living into your money. It's that
would be great.
Almost, so I've seen some people do 75 hard for their money, and it's come up with fitness things, fitness challenges. People think 12 weeks, yeah, I can do that, or 75 days. And so then, what would that look like if we made it about money? And so it's making it a little bit more fun.
Well, what would it look like? For people who are unfamiliar, 75 hard is you've got to do 2 exercise sessions a day. There's rules around eating. I think you've got to read a book or
you got to read. I just did it actually.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah, it was so hard.
Yeah. So what, Lexi, you're the expert. What would the 75 hard of money be?
It can be whatever you want it to be. I don't necessarily want to set your rules, but as long as whatever comes out of that is meeting your goals.
Can I make a suggestion? I reckon your 75 hard should be clearing these fines as well.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Get
That's
the money
a good
aside
idea.
in 75 days to clear them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then whatever you're saving for that, continue that savings rate on, and then you'll get your 10 grand in a year.
Okay.
One other one would be if you want $833 a month to get to your 10,000, that over 75 days is, call it $1,600 total. You could save $21 a day to get to your $1,600 for 75 days.
$21
If you
a day.
transferred $21 a day,
Wow.
yeah, into an account,
That gets you
that'll
10
get
grand in a
you.
year.
That'll get you 10 grand. I guess that'll get you 10 grand.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I guess so.
In 75 days.
I think it's 27.
Is it 27?
27 a day.
So if you save $27 a day, that's your target to get $10,000 in a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you wouldn't think twice about spending $27. It's changing the mindset, looking at things through a different lens. But yeah, if 75 hard worked for you, do your money version, have a look at all the numbers that you've submitted and come up with your version. And it doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to do it. And then, you can always do something similar again later and go even harder. And you just got to focus on this stuff. The grass is greener where you water it.
Easier said than done, but still easier.
When we don't have any expenses.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
I think
not
that's
even a phone bill.
My dad pays for that. I don't think he knows about that either.
Hopefully he doesn't listen. But I think, like the good thing is you're trying to build the business while you've got this opportunity. Like I think, you're doing something that a lot of people wouldn't do, making the most of the time while you're at home.
Having 2 businesses at 21 is very impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think having something that's giving you monthly cash flow that's 18 months in with the cleaning business is pretty good. So, I mean, if you can invest in that over the next few years, I think a lot of this will kind of sort itself out in some way, shape or form. You'll have cash coming out everywhere.
Yeah.
I think so.
You just got to make sure your spending doesn't grow as your income grows.
Yeah.
That's the
live
next
under
challenge.
my means.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Separate.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So to do our small part to help your business income grow, do you want to give your cleaning business a shout out? If people want to find it.
Well, the name is CJL Cleaning Solutions. It's a lot of word of mouth. You can find me on Facebook. I don't even know what the ad is. I'm not going to lie. My mum just recommends me. I get clients. It's actually quite popular in the cleaning world, just like a lot of word of mouth referral, etc.
Nice.
I give the phone number, but it's also a personal phone number, so I probably won't do that.
Okay, that's something you should change.
Need to sort that out as well.
All right. The hard 75 for money, get the fines paid off, get us a work phone and set up the work account. So I think we're starting. Save $27 a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too easy.
So, Chloe, how do you see yourself implementing some of these ideas? Like, how do you actually think about this going forward?
Definitely like a spreadsheet that I'm gonna respect and like stick to, and then like the excitement of like making it like a game and having the 75 hard aspect and knowing that I've already done it like with fitness, so now I can do it with my finances too.
The good news is if spreadsheets are your thing, you can use that, but you'll also be getting access to PocketSmith, which is an online platform where it can track all your spending, you can set budgets and goals, and you can also project forward like your net wealth and stuff like that. So as part of coming on today, we'll set you up for a year's free subscription to that.
Thank you. I'm so
hopefully
excited.
That helps. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I guess, how are you generally feeling, Chloe, about the future? Like getting to Miami, trying to hit the 10,000. Have you, are you feeling positive? Or are you still feeling a little bit overwhelmed?
I'm feeling very, very positive, especially after today. I knew after today I would like have a solid plan moving forward that I will stick to.
Did not know it was going to be 75 hard.
No, I had no idea. And I just love the way it's turned out. This is great. I feel amazing.
And Lexi, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi.